rolling, you know she rolling with me. Got the power hour just like my name was 50. New cash alert, top 5 trizzy. East side till I die, get north side Philly. Came on slow, but that shit made my patience great. Hotter than all, love me, but they hate me. Peep the handshake, matter than all. You trust it cause you love her, then you hug her. I just smash her off. Get my 20 points from me scoring, and then I pass the ball. Ain't no point in me being selfish, I got no love at all. Jumping off the whip of that foreign, I switch the license plate. When you getting money, it's funny, you getting twice the hate. Download you a copy or stream it, you know that life is good. Lyrics never die, told them lyrics never die. I'll never eat her cake, but you know I love to slice the pie. I'm talking about percentages, stack it till it's limitless. Get it how you living, shit, I don't want your forgiveness.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Young Heavy. I'm back again this week. Talk Niners. I ain't been back the last 2 weeks. I don't think I came back after we beat the Jags. No, I think I came back after we beat the Jags. I didn't come back after we beat the Bucks. But it wasn't much to talk about that game. But there's a lot to talk about this game. So you see I'm back again, y'all, you know, to talk my thing with y'all a little bit, give my little insight on what I felt like we did against the Seahawks on Thanksgiving. You know, turkey leg day. Man, let me tell y'all happy Thanksgiving to all y'all. Hope y'all Thanksgiving was all that what y'all wanted it to be. You know, make sure y'all had a good time with y'all family and had some good food. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that whoever did the macaroni and cheese, they understood the assignment, because you can't have bad macaroni and cheese on Thanksgiving, y'all. But now, if you still eating Thanksgiving food, you need to be put in jail. All that need to be out the window. Leftovers, all that, y'all need to throw that out the window. Y'all should not still be eating Thanksgiving food at the time, because it's time for Christmas, y'all. It's time for Christmas. But anyway, let me get into the game and what happened. So Niners versus Seahawks. We're going into hostile territory. We're going into the 12. It's always hard to win up in Seattle, man. So we knew we needed that game. That was a game we had to win. We had to bring it. We had to bring it. Let them know that we came there to stand on business. They had the boom box rolling. The Bobs was there. Wore them 94 white throwbacks. I said, all right, we coming out strong. You know, Fred Warner, tails never fails. It was heads. I said, they're going to make us start off with the ball. I said, I don't know how this is about to go, but I said, I don't know. Our energy is there. I think we're going to go down this first drive and score. Went right down the field with no rat. Debo in the end zone. Touchdown. We up 7-0. Then we come off the kickoff. I said, see, it's one thing that's been cringing me all since last year with the 49ers, and it never fails. If we don't get the ball into the end zone, I don't think our special teams is good enough to get down there and handle business. We're gonna give up a big play on special teams. They're gonna get a big play. It always happens that way. It never fails. So as soon as we kicked the ball off and I see it didn't go to the end zone, I said, here we go. And what do you know? He ripped off like a 50-yard run. So already they're in the red zone already. So I'm like, all right, y'all, just hold them to a field goal. That's the only thing I pray for. Once we get them into the red zone, is all right, just don't give up a touchdown. Hold them to a field goal. That's what we did. Held them to a field goal. All right, 7-3, cool. Come back down. Score again. I'm like, all right, 14-3. Boom, we go up again, 21-3. I'm like, all right, we rolling. So, I was at my folks' crib watching the game. I said, all right, I could go home, because we really dominating. We was breaking tackles. Getting pressure on the quarterback was a huge. We had 6 sacks in that game. I was enjoying watching how we got to the quarterback. Ark Armstead had a sack. Javon Hargrave had a sack. Nick Bosa, I believe, had 2 sacks. Chase Young didn't have a sack, but he was getting pressure on the quarterback. Fred Warner had half of a sack. It was enjoying to see us get 6 sacks on the quarterback. I told y'all, Geno Smith does not like 4-man pressure. He doesn't like pressure coming up in the interior. And the Niners did a great job with just getting pressure with 4 men. Now, Steve Wilkes did blitz here and there, but for the most part, our front 4 did handle business. He didn't have to blitz much. And we also got to give credit to Travarius Ward. Travarius Ward did an amazing job on DK Metcalf. Kyle Shanahan said, you know what? For this game, he's going to follow DK the whole game. And Travarius Ward, he does great against big physical receivers. It's the shifty ones that really can get crazy on the routes that he has trouble with. But the big physical receivers, Travarius Ward really holds his own. It's really hard to get him when he going against those type of receivers. So it was great to see. So, I'm like, all right, I'm out. I'm going home. My folks give me a call like, Brock Purdy just threw a pick 6. I'm like, what the hell, Brock? Come on. Now I got to finally see the replay, and it definitely was on Brock because like Brock was like hesitant. He didn't know if he wanted to pump and then throw it, and then by the time he threw it, Christian McCaffrey tipped it in the air. That was I felt like only Brock's bad play of the game to me personally. Like it wasn't there, and so boom, I'm like, all right, it's 24-10. I get back in the crib, it's 24-10. I'm like, you done gave Seattle momentum. I said in my three keys to victory was to limit the crowd noise. We was doing that up until that pick six. So now Seattle feel like they got momentum. They can get back in the game. But one thing that the Niners did that I can respect, even though they made a mistake, they still kept their foot on the gas. That's what you got to do as a good team. You going sometimes you going to make a mistake. You going to give a team momentum to make them feel like they can get back in the game. But what you supposed to do as a good team, keep your foot on the gas. Keep your foot on the gas. We go back down the field again. Brock threw an amazing ball to Brandon Ayuk for that touchdown pass. I didn't know Brandon Ayuk was getting the ball. I didn't know what Brock was doing. But when you can lay that in between four people, Kyle Shanahan was shocked at that. I believe we all were shocked at that because nobody knew Brock was going to throw that pass. Nobody knew that. I didn't see that coming. Kyle didn't see that coming. But when you just that confident in your receivers and confident in what you do, it shows on the field. And one thing I like about Brock got this modest humble to him. Like he don't show it when he's in pressers and all of that. But on the field, he plays with confidence. That's what you want. That's what Kyle said. You don't want a quarterback that everybody else around him gonna win the game for him. You want a quarterback that show that he can win a game. And Brock had a solid game. It wasn't a great game statistic wise, but he had a good enough game for us to win it, you know. But that pass to Ayuk for that touchdown, that was the all right, this game is over with. Once we score right there, we put the nail on the coffin. Any Seahawk fan that was watching that game knew, all right, this game is over with. They scored again. This is over with. We're gonna wrap this up. So it was great to see. And shout out to Ambry Thomas too. He had an interception too in that game. Made a great play on the ball against Tyler Lockett. Ambry Thomas has been playing good since we came off the bye. I don't know what's been going on, but he's been accepting the challenge and taking advantage of his opportunity. Now, Ambry Thomas had rookie year. He was pretty solid his rookie year. Then last year he was kind of up and down. You know what I mean? Coming into this year, I ain't gonna lie. Us as Niner fans, I know I was one of them. I was nervous to see Ambry Thomas make the field because I'm like, if they bring Ambry Thomas on the field, you know they're gonna try him. You know they're gonna try him. They ain't gonna really try Travarius. They're gonna try him. But he been holding his own. I'm happy that he's taking advantage of the opportunity that's presented to him because, like I said, he can play. Ambry Thomas can ball. So it's good to see. Jair Brown has been solid too since he's taken over for Talanoa Hufanga. I didn't get to speak on that. You know what I mean? We sick that we lost Huff. I'm very sick that we lost Huff. All pro safety that we missed. However, I was confident in Jair Brown. Jair Brown showed me that I don't got nothing to worry about because Jair Brown, he just looked like he built for the moment. He looked like he built for the moment. I've been seeing him on the sidelines talking to people like he a vet. He a rookie. So it just let me know, like, all right, he built for the moment, man. And I'm fine with what I see with Jair Brown. So we handle business against the Seahawks, 31-13. Get them out of there like we supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we supposed to do. We got another chance to handle them in about 2 weeks, you know, and wrap up the division. Now, I want to say we might have a better chance to wrap up the division if the Cowboys beat the Seahawks because the Cowboys got the Seahawks today. So us as Niner fans, we kind of, even though we hate the Cowboys, we kind of rooting for them today because I think if the Cowboys beat the Seahawks today, I think they'll kind of put away the division because the Seahawks will drop to 6-6, I think. And I think if they drop to 6-6 and we beat the Eagles, I think the Seahawks won't have a chance to catch us. They won't. They won't have a chance to catch us because they already done got swept by the Rams. They already done lost to us in the division, so they already are 1-2 in the or 2-2. I think there's something like that. They might be 2-3. I don't know, whatever it is, or they might be 1-2. So they'll go to 6-6, and I think we'll go to 10-3. We'll go to 9-3. So then that'll put them in a position where I don't think they can win a division anymore. But either way, we'll wrap it up in Santa Clara regardless. I'm sure the Seattle Seahawks will play us better the second time when we see them in Santa Clara. They're not going to let us punch them in the mouth twice. But I think we'll end up winning the game anyway. And wrap up the division again. And all those people, but I'm gonna save my talk for all those people that was picking Seattle and saying that we was gonna go 9-8, 10-7. I got something to say to y'all, but I'll wait till that time comes. So right now, we got the Eagles. And I don't know about other Niners fans, but I've been waiting on this game for a long time. When this schedule came out and I saw that we was week 13, that we was going to be in Philly December 3rd, I circled that game. I was looking forward to this game more than any other game. Yeah, I was looking forward to the Cowboys game, but Cowboys haven't beat us. And we was at home. I'm like, I can't see the Cowboys beating us at home. I don't see it. They didn't beat us the last two times. They didn't beat us in their crib. They didn't beat us last year in our crib and in the playoffs. So I don't see the Cowboys beating us again. This Eagles game, I was looking forward to this Eagles game because you had a lot of Eagles fans chirping. Oh, even though if y'all would have had Brock Purdy, the results would have still been the same. I'm like, how y'all know the results would have still been the same when it was 7-7 in the first quarter? He got hurt on the second drive, and it was a 7-7 game. And honestly, if you look at the game statistically, the Eagles didn't really do nothing offensively. They had an advantage because they started on short field. They had short field damn near the whole game. Josh Johnson had a fumble. They scored off that. Kyle Shanahan should have challenged that catch on Devontae Smith on fourth down. They scored off that. So it was like you could see as a team we were demoralized, man. Once Brock went down, our mojo went out the building because we like, well, we not gonna win with Josh Johnson. We all knew that. The players knew they wasn't gonna win with Josh Johnson. Us as fans knew we wasn't gonna win with Josh Johnson. So when we seen that go down, I'm like, this is over with. We don't got no chance. But the Eagles fans was like, oh, y'all making an excuse. Y'all saying because y'all didn't have Brock Purdy. I'm like, bro, that's imaginative. That's like if y'all lost Jalen Hurts in the NFC Championship game. Y'all expect Marcus Mariota to come in and win y'all a game in the NFC Championship game, a game that he's never played in before. He's never been in that type of atmosphere. The game before the Super Bowl. Everybody, you know what I mean? Nick Foles, he's going to be the first and last person to ever be a backup quarterback to win an NFC Championship game and win a Super Bowl. That's going to be it. It's going to be it. We'll never see another Nick Foles. So Eagles fans be trying to use that. Well, we won a Super Bowl with Nick Foles. Come on, man. That was finding lightning in the bottle. Like, that's never going to happen again. So, yeah, I don't understand why they make it seem like, oh, well, we would have, if Jalen Hurts would have got hurt or we would have been in that same position. No, y'all wouldn't have. Y'all would have felt just like us if Jalen Hurts would have got hurt in the NFC Championship game. Y'all would have felt like y'all chances went out the window. We got a chance to redeem ourselves because Brock Purdy is going to play this whole game, I'm sure. And I said this a while ago when he played the Cowboys. His first time playing the Cowboys last year, he didn't know what to expect when it came to their pass rush and how they played. When we played the Cowboys this year, Brock understood the difference. And you've seen the difference in this game. And Brock balled out against the Cowboys. I expect the same thing when he plays against the Eagles. He understands the pass rush. He understands what this game means to him because he got hurt in this game. And I feel like Brock went and had something to prove because I think Brock felt like he let his teammates down. That he got hurt in that game. That he got hurt and he couldn't help his teammates out. So I think Brock has something to prove. And I think Brock will come to play. He'll come to play and I think he's going to ball out. Now, the Eagles fans, Eagles players, I'm sad to say, I'm sorry to say, they had a lot to say about Debo saying that Bradbury was trash and all of that. But I mean, honestly, if you look at the Eagles secondary, their secondary has been bad this year. Eagles are second in the league when it comes to giving up passing touchdowns. Second. Their secondary hasn't been good. Now, shout out to Darius Slay. I like Darius Slay. But Bradbury hasn't been good. Debo ain't lying. Ayuk ain't lying either. That's why Ayuk said, I'm going to pick the Chiefs in the Super Bowl because the Chiefs are going to exploit what we could have exploited against them. And the Chiefs did. But people mad at our receivers for telling the truth. Their secondary isn't good. The Eagles' defense has not been good this year. But I will say this, though. The Eagles are 10-1 for a reason. You can't ignore that. They're 10-1 for a reason, and you cannot overlook the Eagles. The thing I will say is, if we get up on the Eagles, you got to finish strong. We got to play 49ers football for all 4 quarters. Because that Eagles team is not going to lay down. They were down against the Chiefs. And they came back and won the game. Now, majority of it because of the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes threw an interception in the red zone. Travis Kelce fumbled in the red zone. That's 14 points right there. You put the game away. You put the game away right there. That's 31-7. They don't come back. The Bills had a chance to put that game away, and they let the Eagles hang around. That's one thing I can say about this Eagles team. They find ways to win. Good teams find ways to win. So we gonna win this game. We gotta play our style of football for 4 quarters. We cannot let up. Even if it looked like, man, we dominating the Eagles. Got to dominate to the finish. I feel like this team has something to prove. I feel like everybody do. Of course, the Niners. We're gonna always say, "Oh, we not making it a big game. We just treating it like another game." And I'm sure the Niners are. However, they know how important this game is because the Niners still keeping in their mind that number one seed, and they know if they got to have any chance at getting the number one seed, they got to win this game. They have to. There's no way around it. They got to win this game, and they got to win Seattle to keep themselves in a position where they can get the number one seed. And the Niners understand that. And one thing I can say about the Niners, they show up for big games. They show up. They know what the matter is. They know what's going on. The Eagles gonna come out rowdy and all of that. I just need the Niners to stay locked in, stay while we here. Don't get no dumb penalties. Let the Eagles do all that, man. Let them do that. We know what we came here for. We know we came here to handle business. My prediction for the score of the game, I think the 49ers win 24-20. I think it'll be a close game. It's gonna be raining. I don't think we're gonna be able to really throw the ball around the yard like that. Last time Brock played in a rain game was against the Browns. He had a little slipperies, doozies. So hopefully, you know, he do better with the ball this time. Hopefully he wear a glove. If it get too crazy out of hand, you need to put a glove on to give you more grip for the football. But ultimately, I think the 49ers win 24-20. I do think we win this game. I do think we put ourselves in a position to get that number one seed in the NFC. I truly believe that. I mean, if you look at our team, if you look at everybody in the NFC, we're the team that's most complete. We can hurt you offensively, and we can hurt you defensively. We're 8-3, but people will look. If you look at everybody else in the NFC, you'll look and say the Niners are the most complete team. We know we are. Everybody knows we are, but we got to play like that from here on out, and we normally do. November, December is when we play our best style of football. So, like I said again, I got the Niners winning 24-20. I'll be back to y'all next week to give y'all my recap on how we beat the Eagles. Show y'all love again. Make sure that you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok at YoungHeavy24. Also, make sure you like and subscribe to YouTube channel, y'all. I appreciate y'all support. I appreciate how y'all rock with me, man. Much love to y'all. Peace.